Your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening, everyone. Starting things off, taking a look at the tropics. We do have Tropical Storm Gabrielle sitting out in the mid-Atlantic. The good news here is this is going to stay out in the open waters of the Atlantic, really not bothering any landmass. Although to get kind of close to Bermuda, perhaps as a minimal hurricane, but it's just going to continue heading off into the North Atlantic, so it doesn't look like it'll make any kind of landfall. But at the present time, maximum winds around the tropical storm are at 50 miles per hour, and it's moving off to the west-northwest at 13. So I did want to get you updated on that. Closer to home, hey, it was a pretty nice summer day. Once we got into the afternoon with the cloud deck clearing away from this morning, we made it up to 77 just an hour ago. Same story in Smithfield as well, and even down to the south coast made it to the low 70s. But right now we've started cooling back a little bit as the sun is getting down on the horizon. It's about 40 minutes away from sundown officially. We're at 72 right now in Providence. North Kingstown has cooled back to 68 degrees, as has Newport, and we're in the 60s on the Cape as the cloud deck is still in the process of exiting, but it is happening right at this very moment. But as we look across the rest of the country, there is this warmer wedge still working its way up into the Ohio Valley. So this is pretty much where our weather is coming from for tomorrow. In other words, we're still going to be close to 80 degrees. But look just to the north of the border around the Great Lakes. See all these greens showing up? These are 50-degree temperatures, and the yellows are 60s. And that's what we're going to be seeing coming our way as we head into the weekend. So for now, high pressure is keeping us on the quiet side, and will do so for the next several days. In fact, a new high will come down from Canada following this fairly strong cold front that, while out ahead of it tomorrow, will be on the warm side of it. The front crosses late afternoon and early evening hours, and then it's tomorrow night that the cooler air really starts coming down from Canada with that next area of high pressure. Now, the good news is it's going to be sunny all weekend long. In fact, maybe just a few more clouds around on Sunday, but that's pretty much about it. And once we get through the weekend, heading towards that first day of fall on Monday, there's going to be a return of warmer temperatures. So get back to a little bit of a warming trend for a couple of days heading into the midweek stretch coming up. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast in just a moment. But as we start tomorrow morning off, not too bad. Heading off to the bus stop, going back to work, your temperatures will be right around 60 degrees in the morning. Lots of sunshine. For the afternoon, just a few scattered clouds around, and we're heading into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees, above where we should be for this time of the year. But then things really start cooling down as we start our weekend morning. It's only going to be in the 40s Saturday morning. Lots of sunshine and stays that way into the afternoon, but our high only makes it back to the upper 60s around the region. And then watch what happens we go into Sunday morning. We're going to have some spots, you may have seen it just briefly, that touch down into the upper 30s around Smithfield, Burrowville, Foster, Gloucester, that area, and it stays in the upper 60s for highs on Sunday. But then, like I said, we start the warming trend. So the first day of fall coming in, or officially beginning, the autumnal equinox at 2:19 Monday afternoon. We're back into the mid-70s. And how about an 80 for your Thursday? Get back to that summer-like feel. There will be another front coming in our direction, a little disturbance, so perhaps, maybe, a couple of showers late Tuesday or Tuesday night, continuing into Wednesday, but we're staying in the 70s as we go through the second half of the upcoming week. That's your latest forecast.